Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Garrett the Cage, and we're back in Shadow of War on the Xbox One X, and we officially started to attack Sauron, all that kind of good stuff, and ended up a little different, if you've noticed. We actually ended up losing our Ring of Power. Celebrimbor left us for the Elf Lady, and basically left us to die. And all that kind of good stuff. We ended up killing one of the wraiths up on the battle, and his ring fell off. So, what do? To keep us from dying, we put the ring on. The Elf Lady and Celebrimbor obviously are under the thought process that it's better to have I'm going to use the words a bright lord, a lord that is good and dominating like that, like Celebrimbor was, than Sauron. Italian here was like, nope, I don't think that works that way. I don't think we should have either ruling over us. And they're like, well, you have to pick something because evil just keeps coming back. So throughout an awesome turn of events here, we now have the Wraith's ring. And we're just kicking ass. Taking back Minas Morgul. Right down. Now, of course, this begs the question of what the hell is going to happen here. Obviously, now we're going to be drunk with power at some point in all this, right? I mean, we've seen it happen to everybody else that has wore a ring. Or is Talion just that good that he's like, I could even use an evil ring for power and still fight its ability to take over people? I'm very curious on how this will work out at the end. I'm sure it's by some weird episode here that there's going to be a third game. So I don't expect to find a lot of answers near the end here.
Your name will be wiped away. Your history.
Bada boom. Another one down. Okay. I was already in the process of jumping up there, so I was like, well, I'm kind of stuck now. Alright, what are you guys doing? Let's get going, come on! Stand around here. I don't pay you guys for just standing. That's for sure.
The Witch King will dominate you. Submit to the Witch King.
There we go. Another one down. Have fun. They'll be surprised to see me, I'm sure. There he is, big man himself.
Join us, brother.
I am not of darkness yet. And I am not your brother.
Okay then. Crap.
Will be wiped away. Your history.
There we go.
You will become like me. One of the Hollow Men. Minas Morgul will never fall. The Palantir is ours. Minas Morgul is ours. Soon you will be ours.
Oh, keep dodging.
My son.
What now? Quit calling in people. You're cheating. I can't call in people.
The Dark Lord will claim his prize. Let go of your humanity. Let go. You chose this path. You will become one of the Faceless.
Oh.
Your name will be wiped away. Your history. You fight and fight. Resist with all
Ah!
strength.
Touch your face.
But why?
No! Not today, Sauron. Woo!
Feed on you. You freed Isildur, but you will take his place.
There we go.
You can
What now?
inside me. Nothing of my soul remains.
Then I banish you. Nina Smallhole is mine!
Serve the Bright Lord now.
Yeah, right.
In the body of elf or man, you are unchanged, Celebrimbor.
Oh! What am I supposed to do with this? I can't jump. Oh. Well, I tried to do originally and it didn't work.
All of Middle-earth shall be mine.
Witness the fight of the Galadrim!
Yep, another hit. And another one.
Your name will be forgotten. Your deeds will be forgotten.
We got him at the halfway point, I'm assuming? Yeah, just about.
This is the wrath of Galadriel!
You will kneel.
Oh, I hit A. Come on.
Your time is over.
The forces of darkness cannot harm me!
needed the health back.
Cower before the light of Galadriel!
It's actually not that hard. You just gotta dodge before he starts swinging.
The light of Galadriel!
He's like, oh, where'd he go? He wouldn't be behind me again, would he?
All of Middle-earth shall be mine.
Nice.
Now is the time to strike!
Right, Lord.
I serve no one.
Okay.
The light of Galadriel will consume you!
Oh! Well, eventually I was gonna get hit. Nice.
The forces
Ah.
of darkness cannot harm me!
Oh, how the tables have turned. Hug it out. So did he just consume him?
Sauron and Celebrimbor became one,
Yeah.
locked in
Basically.
a prison of perpetual war. A flaming eye, casting its shadow over Mordor. Talion had retaken the city of Minas Morgul, but his war was far from over. His greatest battle would be fought against the shadow within himself and the tower to the east. To hold back the darkness. To save the world of men.
Mission complete. Stalemate is victory. Defeat the Witch King and reclaim Mingness. Alright. You have defeated the Witch King and become the Lord of... Okay. So... Keep Mordor in a state of perpetual war. Only then can the free people...
The war of shadows begins.
What? Huh? So is it, are we done? I'm very confused right now. Wow. Did we get all legendary weapons? Put that one on for now. So let's take a look at quests. I'm very confused if that was the end and this is just like the after. Or what? Alright, well, doing a quick glance here, looking online, basically this puts us in a perpetual state of war, according to what I'm reading and what I'm seeing and what they told us. That's not a joke. You go back and you keep defending and fighting at all your locations, basically. No offense. I don't want to do that. Reading is... There's like a 3-minute cutscene about what happens at the end, and I guess I'll just talk about the game. So there's good here. I'm gonna talk about the good before we get to the bad. The good stuff. Beautiful game. Beautiful game. Game mechanics work well. All the different maps are solid. There's a lot of good across all that. The Nemesis system, of course, is probably the shining thing of this whole game. Because the Nemesis system and all the captains and everything, it just works so well. There were some orcs I killed 3-4 times. And they kept coming back going, "Hi, you thought you killed me." I thought that was really, really cool. But this game reminds me too much of the first game and not enough differences. Almost like, I'm going to call it almost like a different shaped cookie cutter of the first game. And that's why I felt flat on the first game. I played through it all and I beat it, but I didn't feel accomplished, and I definitely don't feel accomplished at the end of this. None of the characters are memorable. I can't even tell you the elf girl's name. Anybody. That was just kind of there. Bringing Ratbag back, that was cool. It was kind of a nice little comedic reflect on things, and it kind of lightened the load a little bit of this kind of dark and grindy story. Speaking of grindy, I didn't care for how the quest system was set up. There was no rhyme or reason to which direction to go, and I wish there was. I wish normally they tell you to get to this quest, you have to beat this, and they did occasionally in here. But most part, it was just kind of keep going. We'll tell you when we're ready, and I don't appreciate that because it felt very much like it was a forced game. And then this ending part here, having to go back and battle all the different fortresses again, keep protecting them, doing all that kind of stuff, just overkill for what they're really wanting to do, and that's for you to spend all your coins, go out and buy more coins, and do that. And that brings me to the loot box situation. Up until now, I've had no problem with the loot boxes. They were there. It didn't bother me. I made the joke, but it never once happened where I was clashed with a captain and it goes, "Have you gotten into the marketplace yet to check out the new items? I bet you can't beat me without them." You know, kind of that stuff. We never ran into that. And even in the menu system, like, I don't feel like this is obtrusive either. There's a very small tab here for market. It's just there. Didn't bother me. And getting money up to this point was fairly easy. I'm at 42,000 silver coin and 500 gold. I think the 500 gold came from the season pass. It worked. It worked fine for me. But now that I see where the money they want you to save up is going to, of constantly attacking and defending fortresses, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I actually dislike that a lot. And that is way over grindy for this game. It wasn't meant for that. While that's a cool system, I love the attacking and defending the fortresses. To do that tacked on at the end when Act 4 felt so rushed that was unacceptable to me. They could have brought out more in Act 4 and not required me to do that. But it is what it is. I guess that's what their direction was. Not a fan of it personally. At $60, obviously, we've gotten tons of time in this game. But it falls into that same unfortunate reality that Batman does for me. I love Batman. I love the Batman games. But the combat is so repetitive. At first, you're like, man, this is so smooth, and it just flows, and everything just works. And then you start doing that every time, and it just gets so drawn out and so, in my opinion, boring. XX jump, XX dodge, XX dodge. That kind of stuff just didn't do it for me. And I understand that's just the nature of these kind of games, and I get it. And you expect that going into it. But that's my opinion. I wish there was some more variances in that. Yeah. I bought this game for $10. I got the gold edition on an accidental post on Walmart.com. They posted it for $10, so I bought it instantly and said, well, I'm going to play this now. I really wasn't planning on it, but for $10, yeah, I'll play it. Will I play the DLC stories? Maybe. We'll see. At $30, I think this is a solid buy. At $60, it's a little iffy. Especially with that cliffhanger ending, and then now this whole, hey, let's make them fight all the towers and do all that kind of stuff all over again, nonstop. But no, it's good, not great, but good. And hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I don't know how many of those side quests I did were required or not required. Again, it didn't really tell me much, so. If I ended up playing more quests than was necessary, that's unfortunate. But most of the quests weren't too bad. They were short enough or gave me enough to go with that I actually found them interesting a bit. But yeah, we're going to end it there and maybe do some DLC stories for it. We'll see how things go. So, appreciate everybody for watching. Thank you so much. When I say that, I really mean it every freaking time, guys. If you can, give the video a like. It does help us out quite a bit. Also, check out the channel, because we have tons of videos going on over there. Until next time, you guys, stay frosty.